Barbara Morrison. We've been trying to get you in here for quite a while
A little
now.
bit.
Your photography is just phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
I guess mostly because I love animals, and that seems to be what you shoot most of the time.
Yeah, I shoot people too, but horses and wildlife is definitely what I look for.
They're better than people.
Uh, sometimes.
This first piece, this buffalo, you got to tell me the story behind this. This thing is just
Buffalina.
gorgeous.
Yeah, she's. I was actually had gone to a photo shoot for a couple horses, and her and a couple others were in a pen in Norco, and of course I had to stop and take pictures of her. And she was just so sweet. She came up to the rails and wanted to visit, and she was just—you could hear her breathing. She was just so awesome.
It's so neat. They look so massive.
They are. They are. I mean, you don't realize how big they are till you're right next to them.
I know. And then the horses. This horse picture, this paint is it's just movement. You did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
Tell me the story, because this horse
Tyson.
probably wasn't the most cooperative thing in the world.
Oh, he was so active that day. He wanted to run and show off. So that makes for great photography. So I took as many as I could. I think I took 1,000 shots that day.
Of one horse?
Of the one horse, yeah. And it only took about 20 minutes because he was just showing me everything he had. But yeah, I used him in a lot of my art. That's Tyson. He's absolutely gorgeous horse.
And then, was that the background?
No, he was actually in an arena. Just loose, a lot of dirt. And what I do is I take the actual photo and then I extract it, and then I put my different photography backgrounds, and then I'll add layers. So that one particular picture probably has 7 layers of paint on it. Then I put the digital effects of looking more like a painting than a photograph. But it is an actual photograph.
The lighting on that is
yeah, I love lighting. That's
the way
my
it
thing.
explodes through it. And that's a photographer. When a photographer can
you.
control light, that's when they get the great pictures.
Oh, thanks.
This next picture, definitely in the water.
You know, I did a series, and I'm still working on it. Those are called my seahorses. And I've used the quarter horses and the Arabs, and I've put them in the ocean. So I'll either put them in waves or shallow water. I have one with seagulls behind it. But I'm trying to get about 15 of them done. I'm on number 7 right now.
So you take them down to the ocean?
No, this again was in the arena.
Oh.
And I take them out, I extract it from that particular photograph, and then I use my own backgrounds. And I spend time down in San Onofre and do water photos and stuff.
So in other words, you spend a lot of time in the computer.
Yeah, I do every night. I'm up till 2 a.m. Yeah, I don't sleep.
I bet you yes. This next picture, the bunny.
Yeah,
I mean,
rabbits.
that's like from East Coast to West Coast, you can find that.
Yeah, and the thing about the cottontails is they are so shy, but if you catch one and don't move, they'll stay with you a while. And this little guy just stayed there, and I sat down on the ground with him, and he stayed with me probably for 20 minutes. And he would look at me and then eat a little bit and then walk away slowly. But he just was like interested in me as I was in him.
That's cool. Being from the Midwest, we used to, when they had babies, the babies seemed to be a little bit more, not as scared.
Yeah,
you could get a lot
they'll
closer
come up to you, yeah.
But the mothers and stuff weren't. But
Yeah.
we used to be around them all the time, and kind of took me back to my childhood because we would see them all the time running through the yards and stuff. And this last piece has got power.
Oh, yeah. That's my raven. I love ravens.
You should. Power in that piece, just, I don't know what it is. Just the way the wings are folded. I mean, it looks like an eagle just about.
And you know, I used to really like eagles, and now I'm more into ravens. And this one is actually in Irvine Park. And there was a nest with the pair, and they would swoop through the shadows. So I was able to get a lot of that natural lighting without having to manipulate it too much. But yeah, they would protecting their nests and flying back and forth.
And this one is in Southern California, then?
Yeah, right here in Irvine Park.
Oh man, that's pretty neat, because a lot of times you don't see them, and they don't seem to be that big or that powerful.
This one was. I think this. I'm not sure, but I think this was the male because the female was up in the nest, and they had 2 or 3 babies up in the nest.
Well, it was a pleasure having you in here.
Thank you.
It was great learning about all these different animals, and you're one hell of a photographer.
Oh, thank you.
I enjoyed this very much, and I can't wait to see some more of your stuff.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.